Jesus in Matthew 12 verses 39 and following confirms the historicity of the account of Jonah. The Bible is the most accurate account of world history that man has.
The Lord prepared a fish, a gourd, a worm, and a wind. Jonah 1:17, 6, 7, and 8. In accomplishing his will and proclaiming his word through Jonah, the whole event is recorded as a miracle, and was so quoted by Christ. Matthew 12:39 and 40. So it is a mistake to attempt to explain it as a purely natural phenomenon. Jonah's experience was clearly and altogether a miracle.
Jonah the prophet was told by God to go to evil Nineveh and tell the people that lived in that wicked city to change their ways and agree to follow the true and living God of Isaac and Israel. Jonah disobeyed God and ran away on a ship. God had Jonah swallowed by a giant fish. Jonah prayed for forgiveness. God forgave Jonah and spit him up on the shore. Then Jonah obeyed God.
Before they threw Jonah into the ocean, the sailors threw a bunch of stuff into the water. They tried to make the ship lighter.
What if the anchor they threw away hit some fish?
The sailors figured out Jonah was disobeying God, so they threw Jonah over the side. The Lord appointed a great fish to swallow Jonah. The sailors didn't want to throw Jonah into the water, but they knew that God was punishing Jonah for disobeying him.
HooRay Morse Study Bible.
Unlike the pagan polytheists he was traveling with, Jonah was a creationist, and his God was the only true God. His God had created the universe, including all the false gods, actually fallen angels and demons now in the satanic hosts, worshipped by the pagan world.
After the sailors threw Jonah into the water, the waves calmed. Then the sailors knew that God controls the waves and storms, and they worshipped God. Jonah on his way to God's obedience school. Jonah started praying. Big time. Jonah chapter 1 verse 17. God raised Jonah from the dead. The prophet died in the belly of the fish. Another miracle. Jonah 2:10. And the Lord spake unto the fish, and it vomited out Jonah upon the dry land. Jonah chapter 3. Jonah preaches in Nineveh. Jonah 4:4. After Jonah was raised from the dead and vomited on land by the great fish, he went to Nineveh, where he preached a message of judgment. The people of Nineveh repented in sackcloth and ashes, with fasting. As a result, God did not overthrow Nineveh.
God was going to overthrow the wicked city of Nineveh, but they were sorry for their sin and prayed to God that he would not punish them. God heard their prayer and saved the city.